I like the way that they look on me. I do. And I'm glad that I have them for that reason. But do I regret getting a breast augmentation? What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. What is going on? What? There's always one hair that just doesn't want to cooperate, right? Okay, so. Good? We good? We're good? Okay, cool. Okay, so today's vlog is going to be about the topic breast augmentations. If you are familiar with my channel, you'll know that I did do 2 vlogs previously on this topic, and I've been asked to just kind of do a recap how I feel now, how everything is now that it's been almost a year since my last breast augmentation. I did get the second surgery in September. So if you guys want to hear like how I picked my doctor, how I picked my size, kind of why I had 2 surgeries, then please go back to my previous vlogs where I explain that and I go into detail about those things. I'll quickly recap you guys just up to date here on why I did get 2 surgeries. The first surgery was in October of 2014 and everything was fine. I thought everything was healing properly. My boobs looked great until 8 months after that surgery. I started to notice that my boobs were getting really hard and kind of pulling apart and just didn't look the best. So the reason that that happened was because I actually formed capsules, and I guess 1 in 3 women, or is it 1 in 6? My doctor said. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember. But 1 in 3 or 6 women do form capsules from a breast augmentation. And what that is basically your body having an allergic reaction to the implant, being like, what is this foreign object in me? And just kind of like attacking it, creating a hard scar tissue over the implant. And what can happen because of that is they look deformed, they're very hard, not squishy, and it can be painful as well. So that happened to me, unfortunately, and it wasn't until 8 months after that I started to notice when I was dieting and just things started looking weird on my chest, and I was aware that my boobs weren't looking good. And then when I went back for a checkup, because one of them didn't drop into the pocket and the other one did, I thought that I was just going to get that one dropped and like maybe it would fix it. And then he told me, no, like you have capsules, I need to go in there and take it out. So that surgery was in September of last year, and since then everything is totally fine. My boobs are really soft, which they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be squishy. If they're hard, you might want to keep a close eye on that, because they're supposed to be squishy and you're supposed to be able to like move them and stuff and not have like hard rocks on your chest. I'll try to find a picture to insert here and show you guys. It's kind of funny because I had a lot of rude comments back in the day being like, that is the worst boob job I've ever seen. Just like people commenting on my Instagram and I guess a couple times on my YouTube. And I was sad because there was nothing that I could do about it. Like I couldn't fix them until I had a second surgery. I'm aware that they didn't look great. And it made me sad to have to go through that surgery twice. Like, okay, first time you're getting boobs, you're super excited, but then to get it done a second time, like it sucks. You have to go through the healing process again. And mind you, I did everything right the first time. I waited 12 weeks. I didn't lift super heavy. You know, like I thought that I was doing everything that I could to make sure that I healed properly, but it didn't happen. So I had that second surgery, and I told myself that if I had to get a third surgery, I would get my boobs removed gladly, like get them out. So that brings me to the way that I currently feel about a breast augmentation and my experience throughout the whole process. So I'm super grateful that now they look fine, everything's good. I really like the way that they look on me. Like I feel more confident in a bikini, I feel more sexy. I like the way that they look in my clothes. Like I like the way that they look on me. I do. And I'm glad that I have them for that reason. But Do I regret getting a breast augmentation? Yeah, I do. And I'm probably one of the only girls that will say that. And I think that I'm like one of the only girls that will talk about the cons of getting a breast augmentation. And you know what? That's totally fine. Like maybe there's some other girls out there that don't really know. Maybe they think that they're the only ones. I actually personally know a couple girls that have had problems now that I've experienced it and I've spoke about it. But before I got my breast augmentation, I didn't hear anybody say anything bad about getting a breast augmentation. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then I went through it, and I went through these struggles and had to get a second one, and just having weird boobs, and you know, and it has led me to feel the way that I do. So I love the way that they look, but I do regret them because I can't do very many things still. Like I used to be able to do pull-ups, chin-ups, push-ups, and I can't do any of those things anymore, and I still can't. I know that it's different for everybody. Some people heal super fast. They can lift really heavy right after. They've had no complications, and that is awesome. Good for you guys. I'm super happy because it is a pain in the butt, and I would never wish this upon anybody, the experience that I've had through it. So again, everybody is different. I'm just sharing my experience. So I can't do pull-ups, I can't do chin-ups, I can't do push-ups, and I can't lift as heavy as I used to be able to. Personally, I can't. Like it pulls on my chest and it just doesn't feel right. I can't do pull-ups because it pulls on my chest too much and it just doesn't feel good. Same with the chin-ups. The push-ups, I literally have my boobs like they feel like they're pulling apart because like it is your chest, right? So they kind of like go out to the side, and I feel them way too much like in my armpit when I'm trying to do any type of push-up. So I can't do that. For lifting super heavy with like deadlifts and stuff like that, it just pulls too much on the chest. Like I feel it like pulling up here, and then it's just like alarming that I'm like, okay, stop what you're doing right now. And I'm not one of those people that will just like work through the pain being like, oh, they have to get used to it, like I'm just gonna lift heavy again. Like no, something doesn't feel right, and so I'm not going to do that because I don't want another surgery. And that is why if I got, oh, okay, my camera's gonna die, 1 second. Okay, we're back in action. So that is why if I'd have to get another surgery, I would gladly get them taken out. I know some girls that have had their breast augmentation done way before I even got them done, and they can't do pull-ups, chin-ups, push-ups, anything like that still. And then I see other girls, I don't know any personally, but then I see other girls that do have breast augmentations that can do those things. So it's really just, it depends on your body and you, and I'm not gonna say that you won't be able to ever do them again because you very well might be able to, but I can't. And the reason that I regret them is just because I miss training like that. Like I miss not having something hold me back and being able to do pull-ups. Like I was getting so excited that I could do 5 pull-ups before my breast augmentation, and I can't do them anymore. And same with hanging leg raises. I can only hold on for so long until it starts to pull at my chest. Sometimes when I'm doing single arm rows, like my boobs are temperamental. Sometimes they'll be totally fine and I can go a little bit heavier, and then either I won't be sore the next day, or I will kind of have like an aching pain in my boob, or I'll try to lift heavy like right then and there, and I'll be like, whoa, nope, okay, all right, nope, and then I back away. So they're temperamental. And like I remember when I tried to do a pull-up on the assisted chin-up machine the other week, like that didn't happen. I had like a really shooting pain in my boobs. So yeah, I regret them because I can't train the way that I used to be able to, and I miss it. But now this brings me to a very important point. I feel like when I also got the capsules, I was also in a deficit. I was in competition prep, and that is just very hard for your body to be able to heal itself when you're in a deficit. Like your body's not getting the nutrients that it needs in the quantity that it needs. So I feel like now that I'm not in a deficit, and I haven't been for quite some time, I feel like my body can finally heal my boobs like the way that they're supposed to heal as well, because it actually does. Like, I know that you can go back to lifting weights and working out like 8-12 weeks after you get your surgery, but it doesn't heal that fast. It takes up to 1 year for your boobs to completely heal in your chest and everything like that. So that's what the doctor told me. So yeah, there's still some things that I can't do, and I've kind of just been okay with it now. Like, I've lived with it. There's just things that I can't do, and I just modify everything to that. But do I like the way that they look? Yes, I do. They have brought me confidence. They have brought me joy that way. But do I regret them? Yes, because I can't train the way that I used to be able to, and I miss that. They're just not functional for me. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. I have been asked for this vlog a lot, so I hope that this gives you some insight. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know what other topics you guys would like me to touch base on, because I'm happy to do that. So that's my update. Boobs aren't as great as you think they are, but that's just what I think.